Sri Lanka overcome late stutter to clinch victory. Spirited comeback with the ball powered by Praveen Jayakrama and Akila was followed by a century partnership between Avishka Fernando, 76, and Bhanuka Rajapaksa, 65, as Sri Lanka won the final ODI against India by 3 wickets. This was Sri Lanka's second win in 11 completed ODIs in 2021 as they gained crucial World Cup Super League points and ended an ODI losing streak at home against India that started in July 2012. India made as many as 6 changes to their lineup, which included maiden ODI caps to 5 players: Sanju Samson, Nitish Rana, K. Gautam, Rahul Chahar, and Chetan Sakaria. They had also lengthened their batting at the expense of a front-line bowling option and went in with a bowling attack that didn't feature anyone from the previous game barring Hardik Pandya. The inexperienced bowling attack, however, didn't pose much of a challenge to the Sri Lankan batsmen until Rahul Chahar's burst late in the second innings. The hosts got over the line with 8 overs to spare for a consolation win, with India having already clinched their 9th successive bilateral ODI series victory against Sri Lanka. Samson was the first debutant in action, coming in 1 drop after Dhawan was caught behind off Dushmantha Chamira. Samson was initially happy to feed the strike to Shah as he watched the opener punch some crisply timed strokes to the boundary. Samson's first 4 came off a top edge to third man, while he struck the first 6 of the match by going straight over Dhananjaya's head. Boundaries were a regular feature in the Shah-Samson stand, as were singles and twos, as the first wicket pair built a positive partnership. However, Shah fell 1 short of a half-century when he shuffled across to a Shanaka delivery and was trapped leg before. Samson looked good for a big score but was dismissed for 46 when a half-hearted attempt to go inside out against Jayakrama caused his downfall. Suryakumar had a busy start, dealing in boundaries, and he also used a review to survive. He was involved in a promising partnership with Manish Pandey, but the rain break that ensued perhaps affected India's momentum as they lost wickets in a heap. Pandey was lured into a drive while Hardik Pandya was pinned on the crease, with Jayakrama bagging both wickets. Suryakumar was sent back leg before by Dhananjaya, who also accounted for K. Gautam, LBW off a full toss, and Nitish Rana, caught behind to a whitish delivery, in the same over as India lost 5 wickets for the addition of 48 runs in the 10 overs that followed the rain break. Wickets meant that the boundaries dried up, with India's last 4 of the innings coming off the last ball of the 29th over. A watchful 29-run stand between Saini and Chahar got India to 225, which was insufficient in the end. Fernando batted in a positive manner to help Sri Lanka off to a steady start in the chase, striking a 4-through cover off Sakaria, whipping a Navdeep Saini delivery over the fine leg fence before swivelling into a pull off Gautam for a boundary. Minad Bhanuka was watchful at the other end before sweeping a Gautam delivery straight to Sakaria at square leg. Despite the wicket, it was a decent first power play for Sri Lanka as Rajapaksa assisted Fernando in building a steady partnership. Rajapaksa scored the majority of the boundaries in the second wicket association, while Fernando employed a measured approach as they scored at a good rate and kept their team on track. With Pandya and Nitish Rana having to handle the 5th bowler's responsibilities and the pitch not offering much help, India's bowling inadequacies came to the fore as Fernando and Rajapaksa registered half-centuries. The former took 53 deliveries for his milestone while the latter got to his maiden ODI 50 off 42 balls. Rajapaksa also had some luck going his way as Dhawan and Sakaria put down tough chances, while Sakaria himself was unlucky as Rana put down a sitter in the deep to give the number 3 another reprieve. But he finally picked up his maiden ODI wicket when Rajapaksa saw Gautam cover good ground to take a catch at fine leg. With a back-of-the-hand delivery that had some extra bounce, Sakaria also picked up the wicket of Dhananjaya de Silva as he tried to revive India's fortunes. Sri Lanka came back on track in the chase after the slight derailment caused by Sakaria's strikes, as Charitha Solanka assisted Fernando in a 43-run stand for the 4th wicket. The partnership, however, came to an end when Solanka didn't read a slower delivery from Pandya and was trapped in front. Dasudan Chanaka fell when he tried to check a drive off Chahar, who was unlucky not to pick the wicket of Ramesh Mendes as Prithvi Shaw put down a catch at slip. Shah made up by taking the catch of Fernando off Chahar, who also had Karunaratne stumped thanks to sharp glove work from Samson. But those strikes came a bit too late as Sri Lanka overcame the stutter to get home to a revised target of 227. Brief scores. India 225 runs for 10 wickets in 43.1 overs, Prithvi Shaw 49, Sanju Samson 46, Akila Dhananjaya 3 wickets for 44 runs, Praveen Jayawickrama 3 wickets for 59 runs. Sri Lanka 227 runs for 7 wickets in 39 overs, Avishka Fernando 76, Bhanuka Rajapaksa 65, Rahul Chahar 3 wickets for 54 runs, Chetan Sakaria 2 wickets for 34 runs. Finally Sri Lanka won by 3 wickets.